Okay.
You can start the engine, but we cannot fly yet.
Yes. How we start the engine? Rung, rung, rung.
Wait, last calling to all.
Yeah, maybe we can do a last call in the group. Hello, everybody. Last calling. 1 minute to departure. Onboarding, please. Onboarding. We will fly.
I still have to check my luggage. Hold on.
Okay. We'll wait for you. "24 people." Okay, 25. 25 passengers. Not until 1 minute. Okay, now here is 27 passengers. And yes, are you ready? All of you?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Let's get started. For today, fellow Toastmaster, together with World Travelers Club Airlines, we will experience a short but memorable journey today. I'm Surya Krisnanda as your Sergeant at Arms tonight on behalf of World Travelers Club Airlines. We invite you all to begin your journey with a smile. Come on, smile everybody. Yeah, yeah, with your smile face, open mind, and peaceful heart. Because today we will learn a lot from our fellow Toastmaster. Fasten your
Announcing the
seatbelt.
arrival of World Travelers Toastmasters Club number
Okay.
0,
Fasten
7,
your seatbelt.
9,
Straighten your
6,
seatbelt.
7, 9, 3, 9.
We have proven that we do not have to be in the same room to be united, to encourage each other, to succeed, and to celebrate together.
Yay! Fellow Toastmasters, on this journey, our captain would like to extend her warmest regards to you. Who is she? She's Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Our captain, the pilot of World Travelers Toastmaster Club. Just as different swimming strokes suits different situations, Kathy believes leadership is about adapting, learning, and helping others succeed. Please join me in welcoming our president of World Travelers Toastmaster Club, our captain, Kathy to deliver her opening address. For you,
Thank you very
Kathy.
much, Surya, and a great morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a good day to wherever you are calling from. Welcome to World Travelers Toastmasters Club. I am the captain of the flight for this term, and my name is Kathy. Now, in World Travelers, we have achieved excellence. Why? Because we have our members as the wind beneath our wing. We were able to achieve President Distinguished status ever since we chartered the club in 2022. And last year, under the leadership of Tamami, we achieved the Smartly Distinguished achievements. Now, this is something that we are proud of, and I am confident that this year, with the effort of all our members, we can achieve similar results. Why? Because from the start of the year, in the first month of the term, we have 2 educational award achievements submitted by our members, and I'd like to celebrate them today. We have Letitia, who has achieved this Dynamic Leadership Level 4, and we have Uniati, who is now officially a distinguished Toastmaster. And let us give them encouragement, our appreciation, our congratulations. And last of all, I hope to see more members being featured in the coming meetings because it's celebration of your educational milestone as well as the achievements of the club effort together. And with that, I'd like to hand over the virtual stage to our Toastmaster of the Day, and he's none other than another rising star, Fatima Shafi.
Good evening, Madam President, fellow Toastmasters, and our distinguished guests. Welcome to a brand new Toastmaster year. I'm deeply proud to be part of this remarkable club. What a privilege it is to stand before you tonight. I'm Fatima Shafik, and I'm absolutely thrilled to serve as your Toastmaster of the Day for this very special evening. Tonight marks a celebration of growth, of courage, and of the transformative power of feedback. We're about to witness something extraordinary. Champions evaluating WTCians. We're taking it to the next level. Ask me how. Not 1, not 2, 3 discrete evaluation champions are here to evaluate our speakers. From discrete 20, Bahrain, Benjamin Joe. From discrete 114, Jeddah, distinguished Toastmaster Saeed Al-Ghamidi. And from discrete 74, South Africa, distinguished Toastmaster James Ramako. I believe all 3 of you haven't met each other before. But here in WTC, we come united on one platform. That's the spirit of our club. Tonight, our champion evaluators will show us how feedback transforms speeches. So I invite you to watch, to learn, and elevate your own evaluation skills. Now, let's meet the brilliant role bearers who make this meeting possible. To provide comprehensive feedback, we need our general evaluator. Who is he or is she? Our GA tonight is a remarkable leader who retired from the United States Air Force. He earned degrees in aviation and business management and hold a PhD in psychology. He is the founder of GI Connections, a non-profit organization connecting veterans with resources. He has been awarded 4 distinguished Toastmasters designation. He is a past Distinguished 33 director. He has held officer role multiple times. He even coaches the club with an AI twist. His focus has always been developing leaders one at a time. Please help me welcome our general evaluator, Dr. Joseph Skoda Sui. Joseph, tell us about your role. Sweden is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's a whole speech right there. Wow, I appreciate that so much. Fatima. It's amazing the things we do when we get together and support each other. But my role today is general evaluator. Obviously, at the end, I'll give my general evaluation, but I will call upon the functionaries to give us the reports, such as we call her Eliza Counter. She doesn't miss anything. So I'll definitely call upon her. I'll call upon our timer today, and that should be pretty exciting, as well as our different evaluators. And after I call upon all that, after the Toastmaster, give me the reins, I'll call upon all of those. I'll give my own general evaluation and hand it back over. So today's going to be fun. I appreciate being part of this team. And let's go. Toastmasters rock. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
DTM Joseph, keep us on track and ensure every speaker makes the most of their time. We need our timer. The night timer has always had a passion for numbers, although that naturally guided her to a successful career in accounting and finance. But beyond the numbers, she has a heart of adventure. She loves traveling, exploring diverse cultures, and experimenting with new recipes in her kitchen. Originally from Burkina Faso, but now she calls the United States home. Please welcome our timer, Letitia Diallo. Letitia, the screen is yours. Tell us about your role.
Thank you, thank you. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So my role tonight is to be your timer. We all know that every great flight follows a schedule. And tonight, I will try my best to keep our meeting on course by monitoring the speaking time for each segment. So for this prepared speeches, it will be from 5 to 7 minutes. Green at 5, yellow at 6, and red at 7. And for the evaluation, it will be 3 minutes. So green at 2, yellow at 2.5, and red at 3 minutes. And table topics, it will be 1 to 2 minutes. Green at 1, yellow at 1 and 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. So I will record each speaker time and provide my report at the end. So thank you, and let's enjoy a lovely and another timely and successful flight. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Letitia. As they say, timing is everything, and we deeply appreciate your watchful eye tonight. So to help us polish our language and become mindful of our fellow words, we need an accounter. Our accounter for today is a Toastmasters phenomenon. She turned Zoom into her passport during the pandemic, connecting with Toastmasters from an incredible 147 countries in just 10 months. She is a charter president of 4 Travelers Toastmasters Club and a proud triple DTM achiever. Her mission? To make Toastmasters fun, meaningful, and unforgettable. She believes that when people laugh, learn, connect, and grow together, amazing things happen, and friendships are made across every border. Please welcome the incredible Eliza Juliana, my mentor. Eliza, the screen is yours. Tell us about your role.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fatima. You make me like I'm incredible. But unfortunately, today I'm not the incredible. I am your flight communicator inspector, aka counter. So I will listening carefully for filler words like and you know, so I will report at the end of when we almost arrive at our destination, and we will become a stronger speakers when we arrive. So back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thanks, DTM Eliza. To enrich our vocabulary and celebrate the beauty of language, we need our grammarian. Our grammarian has been dedicated to Toastmasters members since 2018, holding key leadership roles including President, VP of Membership, and VP of Public Relations. She is a passionate mentor and a competition powerhouse. She represents Division D in the District 102 contest. She is currently a member of 3 Toastmasters clubs and has served as counselor for the Bangsa Gavel Club since 2019. Beyond Toastmasters, she coaches kids and teens, driven by her belief that confidence transforms young lives. Please welcome our grammarian, Kim Lowe. Kim, please explain your role and share the word of the day.
Fatima, thank you very much for the intro. Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Toastmaster from all over the world. As a grammarian today, my job is to listen out to all the speeches, everybody who speaks today, and pick up excellent phrases and words, which I will record down, and also listen out to mispronunciation and grammatical mistakes, which I will also highlight in my report towards the end. Today, the word of the day is appraise. What it means is to assess, to evaluate, and to judge the quality. For example, the evaluators today, our dynamic and the evaluators today will appraise the speaker's delivery with balanced praise and suggestions. And with that, Fatima, back to you.
Thank you, Kim. Let's challenge ourselves to use the word of the day throughout tonight's meeting. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, our prepared speech round. Tonight, 3 expert speakers will inspire us with their stories, insights, and wisdom. Let's welcome them. Our first speaker is delivering her Level 1, Project 2, Writing a Speech with Purpose from the Dynamic Leadership Path. She is clinical psychologist, registered nurse, and wellness consultant with over 30 years of experience. She is a 2-time DTM who has served across 5 districts worldwide and mentored numerous clubs, including the world's first Nurses to Masters Club. She currently serves as a president of that club and VPPR of 2 others, known for her heart for mentoring and coaching. Phoebe continues to inspire through service and leadership. Please welcome Phoebe Benden with her speech, The Shadow. The Shadow. Phoebe, the screen is yours.
Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift before a single word was spoken? That invisible influence is what we call the shadow. Every leader casts one, and it is not about titles or speeches, but about the unseen impact of our choices, our tone, our presence. I remember when I was a new Toastmaster, our club was visited by club sponsors, mentors, and district leaders. One of them stood out, not because of his title, but because of his actions. After the meeting, he invited me to visit his club. And he sent me messages about themes, programs, events, training, and contests. Eventually, I joined his club, which became my second home club. He even encouraged me to attend club officer training. I did not know what to do. I was just tagging along. He brought me to the area and division contests. I was surprised what I was going into. I was just there. I was watching the best speakers in our division. And I wondered, so this is Toastmasters, where everyone is given the chance to showcase their talents. Well, that year, I ended a year with a rookie award. At first, all I wanted was to attend meetings. But I was offered leadership roles. Reluctant, I declined. But he guided me quietly and consistently. Eventually, I accepted the position of Vice President for Public Relations. Later, I became president. And in the middle of my term, I got sick. So sick that I couldn't function as president. There, I found that the executive committee was ready to take on the role and work together as a team, collaborated and helped keep the club going. Then COVID struck. Given the shadow, I managed to take the presidency into its highest length. With the executive committee and members, we were able to raise the club to the President's Distinguished Club. A year after, I was invited to take the area director role, then division director. I took the leadership with various shadows surrounding me. Eventually, I was receiving the highest President's Distinguished Award in all positions. I was walking in the shadow of that leader who guided and mentored me. And my other mentors have left an impact that shaped my journey. I became a club sponsor as well and club mentor, where I emulated what the leaders have shadowed during their leadership mentoring. There I learned that every leader and every one of us casts a shadow, and that shadow is our impact. A shadow of encouragement inspires confidence. A shadow of impatience breeds hesitation. A shadow of integrity builds trust. In Toastmasters, where leadership changes every year, the shadow we cast becomes the soil in which the future leaders grow. We appraise what we have done in the past, and we continue to appraise and monitor our progress. What we model today, whether service or self-interest, will echo in the leaders who follow us. The leader who followed me didn't just hold a title. He served, he mentored, he monitored, he believed in me before I even believed in myself. That is the true impact of leadership. Not what we achieve alone, but what we inspire others. The shadow is not something we choose. It is something we inevitably cast. The question is, what impact will your shadow leave? Will it discourage? Will it empower? Will it confuse? Or will it prepare? As leaders, let us be intentional. Let us cast shadows of humility, of service, of collaboration, and care. Let us leave behind an impact that lights the path for those who follow. Because in Toastmasters, true leadership is not about holding a gavel. It's not about holding a position. It is about the shadow, the impact we leave behind. Back to you, our Toastmaster of the evening.
Congratulations, Phoebe. You spoke about your journey into Toastmasters and your leadership. Wow, I hope I will be like you one day. You're such an amazing leader.
Thank you.
Our second speaker, I'm sorry, 1 minute to take notes. 1 minute. And our second speaker is presenting her level 3, Project 1 from the Engaging Humor Path. She is originally from beautiful Formosa, Taiwan. She has served as her club's MVP, VPPR, VPT, president, and area director. She enjoys reading, traveling, hiking, and loves Japanese and diverse cultures. She views Toastmasters as a life learning playground. Please give a warm welcome to Gail Chen with her speech, Embrace Each Challenge. Embrace Each Challenge. Gail Chen, the screen is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. How many of you joining Toastmaster to sharpen your speaking skills? Please raise your hand. Yeah, thank you. And how many of you joining Toastmaster to make friends? Please raise your hand. Thank you so much. Arigato. Back in 2002, my sister-in-law introduced me to an English Toastmaster club in our city. It was my first Toastmaster meeting. When I walked into the venue, it was so stunning. I saw the members all dressed very professionally. They spoke very fluent English. I thought to myself, someday I wanted to be like them, standing on the stage, speaking with confidence and with courage. The club president, Bruce, welcomed me like a loyal guest, and soon I joined. At that time, my husband also joined an international management club. He couldn't understand why I paid money and have to give the speeches. He told me, "Gail, stupid woman. We pay the money, but we invited some famous speaker to give the speeches." Then my son, Teddy, immediately replied, "Daddy, if mommy don't pay the money, then there will be no one like to hear her speeches." It's my son. That moment reminds me, Toastmaster is about our boys, not someone else. A few months later, my mentor encouraged me to do my icebreaker. When I stood on stage, I was trembling. My mind went blank. Somehow, I finished, but I felt frustrated. My mentor told me, "Gail, everyone gets stage fear. Just embrace the challenge. Don't be discouraged. Each challenge is an opportunity." That advice changed me. I realized Toastmasters is not only about speaking, it's about leadership, listening, and growth. For example, I used to argue with my husband. I always trying to persuade him to accept my point of view. But after I joined Toastmaster, in Toastmaster we learn the golden rules, pause, and silence. When I listened instead of argued, I found his voice grew softer. I became not just a better speaker, but a better listener. Later, my mentor, he's really a great mentor. He asked me to serve as the Vice President, Education, VPE. I had no idea how to do it, but he kept saying, "Gail, just embrace the challenge. Let him doing." I accept because he's really a good persuasive. I even served twice. I found encourage other members, especially for junior member, to start their icebreaker and achieve their 10 speeches was so amazing. Helping others grew, gave me joy I never expected. My mentor Bruce eventually earned his DTM. One day he told me, Gail, you have been in Toastmaster a long time. You deserve to earn your DTM too. I thought, DTM, what? That's impossible. Sponsoring or coaching a Toastmaster club felt overwhelming. But you know, my mentor is a great leader. He kept persuading me. He said, Gail, just embrace the change. I accept it. I coached a struggling club until it became Selected Distinguished Toastmaster Club. Step by step, I follow my mentor Bruce's footprints and finally achieve my own DTM. My fellow Toastmaster has truly transformed my life. It gave me confidence, lifelong friends. It improves my relationship with my family. So, my fellow Toastmaster, if I can do it, how about you? Whether you are exploring new goals, developing a new skill, or simply just seeking inspiration, embrace each challenge. Let your voice shine. Because the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream and have the courage to pursue new possibilities. My friends, my Toastmaster friends, embrace each challenge, unlock your potential, and let your dream take flight. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Gail. What a wonderful speech. We really appreciated you shared your story with us. Your journey was inspiring and enjoying, especially you added some humor in it. Please take 1 minute to note your feedback. Thank you so much, Janet, for the practical, engaging speech. You shared valuable self-defense tips that many of us can apply while traveling. Thank you. 1 minute to take notes for Janet. I told you we have expert speakers. Big applause for our speakers, really. All of them. Now it's time for one of the most thrilling parts of our meeting, table topics. This is where we challenge our ability to think on our feet and speak spontaneously. Guests, you are warmly invited to participate. Just raise your hand. To lead us through this exciting impromptu speaking portion, we have a table topics master who is a passionate communicator, author of 14 ebooks, and host of the podcast, What's on My Mind by ET. He is dedicated to helping others grow through communication, humor, and soft skills. As former president of Common Roburn and VP membership of Empire Toastmasters Club, He has inspired audiences through tech talks, comedy performances, and educational speeches across Indonesia and beyond. Please welcome our table topics master, Elios. Elios, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Fatima. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Table Topic Session. In this session, we are going to speak impromptu, and I will give some twists for today, and be ready for it. And the theme is Evaluation Champion, Evaluate with WTCians. With the word of the day is appraise. And bonus challenge for the participant, try to use appraise at least twice in your answer. And evaluation champions love bonus points, even if they are imaginary. So I would like to ask for volunteer number one who wants to try. You can raise your hand or raise your feet. Oh, Alchan, I think. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Alchan, the question for you. If a cat joined Toastmasters and delivered a speech consisting entirely of meow, 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 how would you appraise its vocal variety and body language? So I will post the question on the sub chat. You can read it. Okay, wait.
Okay. Can you repeat the question?
Yes. This one in the sub chat. Can you read? If a cat joined Toastmasters and delivered a speech consisting entirely of meow, how would you appraise its vocal variety and body language?
Meow. Meow. Well, I can hear that there's so much intonity in terms of the cat joining a Toastmaster, because it can go for a high vocal pitch or even a low vocal pitch or angry pitch. So basically, the meowing has many varieties of intonality in the voice that the cat projects. So eventually, there's so many types of cats that can actually go for a pitch competition, especially in the Toastmaster Club. So eventually, the type of the cat can even do like, and it can do. So it's so many different types of chances for the cat to move in where they can also do the hand gestures by itself, and also can do and the judges can also appraise them by the movement. They can show off the tails, the tail moving sideways or even the front of the camera, and so many chances of the judges can appraise the ability to give the best meow in the competition of the Toastmasters, and eventually, and also the way that they can also attack or even debate among the other Toastmasters of the cats competition. So eventually, I believe that cats can participate in Toastmaster Cup in anywhere in the world. Can be even any Persian cat or any types of cat in the world, or even a street cat. So this is my back to you, Toastmasters. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alchan, for that meow, meow, meow answer. So I would like to ask another volunteer, maybe, who wants to try number two to be our second speaker. Okay, Susanna, are you ready?
I'm ready. Oops. Yes, I'm
Okay,
ready.
here it is. The question is for you. Imagine your evaluator fell asleep during your speech, but woke up just in time for the conclusion. How should they appraise your performance? I repeat, imagine your evaluator fell asleep during your speech, but woke up just in time for the conclusion. How should they appraise your performance?
Thank you, Madam Mr. Table Topics Master.
If I put my evaluator to sleep during my speech, I would hope it was because they had a tumultuous night and they got no sleep. Maybe they have a new baby. I need to find a reason because I would hate for my speech to be so boring that it put my evaluator to sleep. But how they should evaluate me? They should make my speech the most wonderful evaluation they've ever given. My speech should be the most amazing ever because they would have had a wonderful dream while they were sleeping and they could evaluate my speech based on that amazing dream. Now, if my speech was boring, well, they just need to keep that to themselves because we don't need to know. So, if my evaluator fell asleep, I would hope that they would just give me the praise of a lifetime. Thank you so much, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Oh, is it my time? Oh, okay. Thank you, Susanna. Yeah, I just demonstrate how to be a good evaluator. Yes, to sleep during the speech. Interesting. So, who wants to try number 3? Raise your hand or raise your feet. Nobody? I would like to try our member then because we need to have some Dump Mommy, our beloved IPP. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, number 3. If your speech use 37 slides, 12 props, and 1 dancing chicken, how would an evaluation champion appraise your use of visual aids? I repeat, if your speech use 37 slides, 12 props, and 1 dancing chicken, how would an evaluation champion appraise your use of visual aids? Kamami.
Thank you for an interesting question. My evaluator should be, first of all, my evaluator should be surprised how much effort I put into my speech. 37 slides and 12 props. What did I use for that? Probably it will be some kind of acting speech already. And 1 dancing chicken. What an absurd speech that would be. Evaluator should make the evaluation most humorous one so that the audience would enjoy the evaluation more than my speech itself. A dancing chicken, I would never imagine myself dancing like a chicken. I actually don't know what dancing chicken means, but probably it's something fun and exotic. Something I would never do in front of anyone, but just for this very speech that I have put all my effort in. So the evaluator should appraise my effort. Back to you.
Okay, so yes, Tamami, you see Ram is there. We'll demonstrate you how to do the chicken dance. That's how to do it. Okay, number 4, who is ready? Who wants to try? Daphne?
I'd like to try if it is okay for me to keep my camera off. I'm not in a position to put my camera on. Is that okay?
Yes, you can try if there is nobody else one. I will count to three. If there is nobody else who will try, I will choose you. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll choose you. Daphne, your question is, suppose your speech was so inspiring that the timer forgot to show the cards. How would you appraise the timer's performance? Suppose your speech was so inspiring that the timer forgot to show the cards. How would you appraise the timer's performance? Daphne.
If I had to evaluate or appraise the timer's performance because she was so engrossed in my speech, she was enjoying it so much that she forgot to show the timing signals. Would I be saying anything bad about her? Most definitely not. Because that has happened to me on many occasions. I am listening, and the speech is so good. I am so engrossed that I forget to show the timing signals. So for that evaluator, I will ignore. And what I would say, my appraisal would be on the speech itself or the speaker's performance. I would say your speech was fantastic. We were all so pulled into your speech that we forgot to think about timing. It was as if time stood still while you spoke. And so we would love to hear from you again. And we would even love to have that particular skill of making time stand still or so compressed that the timer forgets that we are speaking. Now, if you had to appraise that timer, what would you say? Think about it. Would you be saying anything bad? Or would you simply be considering that that timer did something that you wanted him or her to do? Be pulled in by your speech, be so taken with your speech that he forgot time itself. Back to you, Mr. Topics Master.
Okay, thank you. So yes, based on our cue here, this will be the last one for Rokia 2. So thank you, Daphne, and thank you for giving us a timely speech. And yes, I would like to call Rokia 2. Are you there?
Yes, I'm
Hello.
here.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you prefer an easy question or hard question? Because this is the last.
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah. Do you prefer the spicy double topic or easy double topic?
The easiest one.
Okay, easy then. This is the easiest one. Be ready for it. If aliens visited WTC and gave their first icebreaker speech about conquering Earth, how would you appraise their topic selection? I repeat, if aliens visited WTC and gave their first icebreaker speech about conquering Earth, how would you appraise their topic selection? Rocchiato.
Well, if alien visit WTC Club and give your icebreaker speak, how would I evaluate or appraise their first speech? Well, that will be really a fun, and my appraisal will be posed with a lot of praise and courage because it's not easy to come into this WTC club formed with a lot of leaders and famous speaker. Listen to them and give them a bad appraisal. It's really impressive to see various people coming from various parts of the world get together and speak one unique language in which everybody is abide is entitled to abide with, to conform with the rule and regulation. My appraisal for the alien will be so great, and would really envy them, because I want to be at the place to do the same thing. One day, give a wonderful speech in which everybody could understand and provide me with great appraisal, just like I would be giving to the alien. Back to you, to Table Topic Master. Thank you.
Hello, Earthlings. How are you? I am E.T., the alien that will conquer the Earth. And be ready, we are going to conquer the Earth, especially WTCian. If you are not joining as a member guest, we will definitely conquer your nation. Please do sign up to our PBM, RAM, if you don't want your country to be destroyed. And yes, that's conclude about our double topic question here. Thank you. And I really appreciate all of the appraisal here from our speakers. And yes, you are brave souls to try this question. This is definitely one of the, well, my funny part, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Back to you, Fatima.
Wow, what a brave and talented group. Thank you to your encouragement, to your humor. Really, Elios, you did well in that session. And I want to tell something about the speakers who take risks. Really, well, to go to another session. This part of our meeting is one of the most valuable parts of Toastmasters, the evaluation round. This is where our speakers receive constructive feedback to help them grow. Tonight, we're honored to have our evaluation champions who will share their expertise and thoughtful evaluations. Let's give them our full attention and learn from their experience. It's my pleasure to invite our general evaluator who will lead us through the evaluation session. Please join me in welcoming our general evaluator, Joseph Skoda. The screen is
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster, today or the evening or the morning. I get confused sometimes, whatever it is. But like you said, this is probably the most important part of any Toastmaster meeting because it's our growth. It's where we're being challenged, it's where we're being judged, it's where someone looks at what we said and what we did and how we acted. Now, we all know we had three awesome speakers today, and we're going to have three awesome evaluators. So let's get started. Our first speaker was Febby Pendon, who's going to be evaluated by our first evaluator, Benjamin Joe. So, Benjamin, take it away in 2 to 3 minutes. How did Febby yank your chain or make you feel good?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, and thank you so much, everybody who's listening to me. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Benjamin Joe, but let me get directly on to the evaluation firstly. One beautiful line from the speech that I've taken myself, which I would be following, is that when each shadow is cast, it is the soil for the next person that comes in. What a beautiful line. General Evaluator, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the speaker. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody. Our speaker threw an amazing speech, but let me get on to specifics. First one, you saw how the title was defined right in the beginning. She had a story of a shadow and she defined it very meticulously. So it was very easy for the evaluator and for everybody sitting over here to appraise her speech equally. Great way of doing justice to the title. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw our speaker, DTM Phoebe, she had different scenes. In the first scene, when she met a friend, I could see her meeting a friend. In the next scene, when her friend took her into Toastmasters, I could see myself there holding the hand of the mentor and walking into Toastmasters. Eventually, when she got the Rookie Award, I could see the happiness in her face. That is the brilliance of arranging a speech scene by scene. Now let's look at what was the objectives of the speech. The objective of the speech was to write a speech beautifully. And DTM Phoebe, I think you've excelled in that by doing justice to the title and by scening the whole story. Now let's keep all the positives at one side. And there's one thing that I would want to ask you. You're an amazing speaker. Why did you keep holding the phone like this? Look at everybody wanting to see you speak. Let's keep the camera in a position like this and let your hands be visible. So that one position, that one phrase that you mentioned, that I was surprised to see. So because you had the phone in your hand, I didn't see any surprise. I was surprised to walk into a room full of speakers. But if you had kept the camera or the laptop over here and had this, I was surprised to see what I was walking into. Ladies and gentlemen, to put everything into a nutshell, amazing way of treating the speech, amazing way of scripting the speech, very beautiful way of aligning the speech. Just make sure the world wants to see you, have the camera here and have your modulations dynamic wise. This is how I appraise, and I'm sure this is how you would appraise yourself after this. Over to you, General Evaluator.
We all appreciate that very much.
Thank you very
Toastmaster
much,
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. Febby's always awesome, and she shadows our impact, and she embraced that into her minds over and over again. So appreciate that. All right, our second speaker, as we know, is Gail Chen, and her evaluator today is all the way from South Africa, James Remako. So, James, how did Gail do today? Let us know.
Wonderful. Good evening, Mr. Evaluation Chair. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everybody in the room and to the fellow guests. So special greetings to you, Gail. And I hope that I hope to see you on screen. Let me try to get to you. Wonderful. So your topic was embrace each challenge. I would firstly like to say congratulations on delivering an inspiring personal narrative of your Toastmasters journey. So what I'm going to do for you tonight, Gail, as your evaluator, is to appraise what you already are good at in terms of delivering your speech. I'm going to share with you some recommendations on what you can improve and do better in your future projects. And I will finally do some last concluding remarks. So, Gail, sharing your skills that you already have. Your speech was well organized. You had the 3 golden rules of Toastmasters, which is introduction, body, and conclusion. You started with a very engaging rhetorical question to say how many of us joined Toastmasters to sharpen our communication skills, and how many of us joined Toastmasters to make friends. And I think that is really, really wonderful. And Gail, you have a warm demeanor and an inviting presence. All of us listening to you was just so calming. You demonstrated a very good storytelling technique, that your voice, your use of voice was really great. The description of your characters as you were narrating your story, how you introduced your sister-in-law who introduced you to Toastmasters, how you described your husband and your son who was always in awe when you are delivering your speeches. And you always try to integrate humor in your delivery, which was really amazing. I really enjoyed when you said stupid woman and when you said, your mind went blank during an icebreaker. And thank God that you have had a mentor to take you through that experience. So those are really the skills that you are already good at. So Gail, what I will propose or recommend to you to consider doing for your future projects is that try not to use or rely too much on your notes. You are already a good speaker and you have a conversational way of engaging with your audience. So do not let your notes distract your connection to your audience, because every time you look at your notes, then you break your connection with your audience. So I would say to you, if you have maybe bullet points, you can put them on screen and you can just, while you are looking at your audience, see your pointers as you're delivering your speech. The next point I would like you to consider doing is probably just positioning of your camera. So Gail Cheng, I think your positioning of the camera right now is very, very close and just makes predominantly your face much bigger. But if you just maybe push your camera a little bit back, it allows you to bring in a little bit of color into your speech. That is your body language. And I think your speech purpose was to make sure that we evaluate the intentional use of your body language and unintentional use. So if your camera is too close, then it prevents us from seeing a full picture. But in totality, Gail, your speech was well organized. We really enjoyed it. I really took away the theme that you said in Toastmasters. We do not only learn how to communicate, but also the power of pause and listening. That was really a great takeaway for me. So I challenge you to deliver speeches in the future. Try not to use notes because you are already great. Thank you, Mr. Evaluation Chair.
Thank you, James, for your
Deeply appreciate
active evaluation. Thank you, James.
Thank you very much for that, James. It's amazing. I loved how she talked about she has to pay money to give speeches. Isn't that crazy? What organization we belong to, we have to pay so we can speak. But we all know the bigger picture, so it's a good deal. All right, we had a third speaker, Janet Fuchek, who teaches us some martial arts moves, and her evaluator today is Saeed. Saeed, how did she do?
First of all, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, great. First off, let me say that to everyone who I can see their faces on these tiny screens, peace and abundance of mercies be upon you. Today, I'm really thrilled to join this beautiful collection from people coming together from around the globe, and specifically taking the role of evaluating the performance and speech of Toastmaster Janet. First of all, let me start from the get-go, saying that Toastmaster Janet is an educated speaker, that she went through her project, understood the details of the project, and deployed a various body language movement that was deliberately built in order to deliver an information. Starting from the opening of her speech, where she invited everyone through interaction by asking them questions and telling them to raise their hands. And this is one of the categories where you prompt your audience in order to interact with you. And that was done and executed properly. The second form of body language that she used, where she depicted emotions of fear, of excitement, etc., was throughout her speech. And lastly, when she started to show us techniques using her body language, and that solidifies that Toastmaster Janet went through her project. She understood what she wanted to deliver to everyone, and she did. And that shows that she met her objectives. Speaking of objectives, when the objectives is being fulfilled through a project, that means that we've touched upon some of the competencies that the project wanted to teach us. Now, what other competencies that I might be able to recommend Toastmaster Janet to deploy in her skills in the future in order to gain those competencies? And my recommendations are evolving around 3 points. Starting with the first point. In the first point, one of the objectives is to be aware of the unaware of, or the movement that we do unconsciously. And I picked on one of the movement that Toastmaster Janet was doing. It was this movement. So in the future, be mindful of this movement, and we try to reduce the usage of that movement. The second point of my areas of improvement, which is any content that you want to share with your audience, one of the strong ways to deliver that content in a very impactful manner is a story. And I missed having a story within the content of Toastmaster Janet's speeches. So I would recommend to have story where you can incorporate the body languages the body language and the movement that you want to convey. And this, when you put this body language and movement in a context of a story, it would become more memorable because people are associating the events with the movements, and it would create a beautiful narration of the merit of the speech, and would make the messages that you want to convey with the body movement more impactful. The last recommendation, which is a technical recommendation, which is investment in the tripods. Especially if you are delivering a lot of speeches, online speeches, the tripod will make the whole difference. Imagine that you have a tripod and you have an angle for your speech, for your camera, that where it can shows your body vertically, and also you have a proper dimension away from the camera, and you start showing us all the techniques of how to defend yourself. For example, there was a part of your speech where you talked about a dark alley, and you move from that dark alley and you move to one that have proper lighting. So you could have done that while you can show us the dimensions of the areas that you're at. Other than that, beautiful usage of pauses, beautiful, and the pauses that you used based the people who listen to your speech and make the people follow through your speech, and was amazing. And I liked how you kept the connection between you and your audience there. Just to recap my speech, beautiful deployment of the project objectives, just 3 areas of improvement. We try to avoid the unconscious repetitive movements. We try to deploy a story within our content, which would make the content more strong and relatable to the audience. And investment in technology, like using tripods, so we can have a better angle to convey our speeches in more strong way. It was my honor evaluating your speech and performance, Toastmaster Janet. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward listening from you that much. Thank you. I'll bring back the screen to the general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Joseph.
Thank you so much, Steve. Deeply appreciate that. We heard some great appraisals. All the evaluators appraised the different speakers, and time is a little bit off. Sometimes it happens, but we have other functionaries that we need to address right now. We're going to start with our odd counter. And our odd counter today is Madame Princess Eliza. How did we do in that area?
Well, for tonight, actually, I don't have much thing to do because I cannot find so much for the counter. So, Fatima, you are great, 0. Phoebe, Gail, Janet, all of you are also great. Elias, you have a lot of N, and O. Aichan, you have you know. Susanna, only 1 so. Tamami, Daphne, clear. Rokia, clear. Joseph, clear. And for the champions, also clear. And me, everything I did once. So back to you, General Evaluator.
All right, I want to recount, but I believe you. It sounds good. Thank you so much for your report. Now it's time for our grammarian report. I know Kim Lowe is one great grammarian, so give a hand for Kim Lowe.
Thank you very much, Joseph. For the grammarian report, first I'll go on with the word of the day, appraise. I may have missed out some of them, but Ilias is the one that used the most. I think 4 or more. El Chanchu. Now let's go on to the good phrases and words. And I only identified one, what I said, not so much mispronunciation, but grammar. Good in persuasive. I think probably better as good in persuading. Other than that, a lot of great words, and I'd like to share all those wonderful words and phrases with you. First is Phoebe. Phoebe, great use of metaphor of shadows and soil. I especially love number 3, shadow become the soil where leaders grow. That was a fantastic sentence that you have shared with us. So you use shadow as a metaphor for influence, for impact, for legacy, and a lot of meaning to that shadow that you use in your speech. repeatedly. Next was Gail. Gail, these are some of the sentences that I have picked out, which I loved. Spoke with confidence, courage. I was trembling and my mind went blank. Instead of saying I was nervous, you give it a very in-depth description of trembling and my mind was blank, sending a very vivid image into every one of our mind. Embrace the challenge, let your voice shine, let your dream take flight. Hyperbole, mine was blank, and a lot of metaphors. Susanna, I love your word tumultuous, loud and full of confusion and the praise of a lifetime. Benjamin, love your sentence of define meticulously. James, warm demeanor, bring in the colors and idiomatic expression, power of pause and listen. A bit of alliteration here using the word power and pause. Side, solidified, and tripod. I think you use the tripod as a metaphor. And with that, that's the end of my grammar report. Back to you, Joseph.
Thank you so much, Madam Grammarian. I deeply appreciate that. I understand. I bought a tripod, one of those tripods that follow you when you speak. I just need to start using that, but it works pretty well sometimes. So very thankful for all of our functionaries for your evaluations and for the odd counter timer. Well, now it's the timer's report. Sorry. Now we need to call upon our timer, Leticia Diallo. How did we do on time? And I know how we did on time. Let's remind everyone else.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. So here is my timing report. For prepared species, Phoebe spoke for 6 minutes and 2 seconds. Gail for 7 minutes and 14 seconds. Jeanette, 7 minutes and 39 seconds. For our evaluator, Benjamin spoke for 3 minutes and 3 seconds. James, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Said spoke for 5 minutes and 6 seconds. For our table topics, Archam spoke for 1 minute and 41 seconds. Susanna, 1 minute and 26 seconds. Tamami, 1 minute, 52 seconds. Daphne, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And Rukiatu, 1 minute and 51 seconds. Our grammarian Kim spoke for 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Our eye counter Eliza spoke for 34 seconds. Congratulations to everyone for helping us keep our meeting running smoothly. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Madam Timer. As you can see, we're way over time. And one thing, I think our timer probably should have had her hand rose up there. It's so important that we tag or we pin the timer because we all have things to do throughout the day. We love each other. We love these joint meetings from around the world, and we building bridges all the time. But we all have things to do. So it's real important to keep track of our time. Today went really well. And so everyone was excited. We're here. At the highest point, we had at least 59 participants or members online, and down to 56 right now is not too bad for over an hour. The word today of praise was well done. You didn't catch me. I used it 3 times, Kim, but that's okay. I use it at the end, and sometimes it's difficult when you're putting together a whole report. But we have fun. I enjoyed the energy that we had here. And to keep us on time, I'm going to hand it back over to our Toastmaster today, Fatima Tafiq.
Thank you. Good time, Joseph. That was a master class in constructive feedback. What an incredible evening. I hope you enjoyed this meeting as much as I did. Tonight, we witnessed courage from our speakers who shared their stories, wisdom from our champion evaluators who shared their expertise, growth in every single one of us who participated and learned. And what a perfect day, perfect way to start a brand new Toastmasters year. This is the very first day of our journey together. And tonight has set the tone for everything that lies ahead. If this evening is any indication, we are in for an extraordinary year of learning, connection, and transformation. Remember, in Toastmasters, we don't just practice speaking, we practice becoming the best versions of ourselves. That concludes my responsibilities as your Toastmaster of the day. Please welcome our president, Kathy To, for the final words to close our meeting.
Thank you very much, Toast of the Day, Fatima. I'd like to show our appreciation to our champion evaluators from the different districts. Can I have the certification of appreciation? As well as to invite our evaluators. Benjamin Joe from District 20.
Hi, good evening.
Yes. Now, Benjamin has joined Toastmasters quite recently, 2020, and he has already attended the DTAC, which is District 20's annual conference for 4 times ever since he joined, and he has recently won the double champion. Benjamin, is it convenient for you to turn on your video?
Yes, my video is on. Can you see me?
We'll need some help to spotlight Benjamin, our double champion from District 20 for table topics and evaluation for the year 2025-2026.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Just give us a minute.
Anybody can help to, I cannot see Benjamin. Benjamin,
Same here.
can you
Same
raise
here.
your hand?
Can you
My
raise
God,
it?
I can
Looking
raise my
for
hand high now.
Benjamin.
Oh.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, we have two Let us switch back the slide to Benjamin and let's take a proper photo. Show appreciation.
Surya, can you help to take picture?
Wait. Okay. Done.
Thank
Done.
you.
Thank you, Benjamin. Well,
Thank you
please
so much.
stay on for a while because we're going to have an interview session shortly after we show our appreciation to all our 3 evaluators. And next, I'd like to invite our second evaluator on the virtual stage side from District 104. Now, Sir has joined Toastmasters in 2012.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
the appreciation and having me with you on this meeting.
Thank you. Sarah, could you help us to take a photo first?
Done.
Thank you. And next, I'd like to invite our third evaluator, James, from District 74. Yeah. Hi, James has joined Toastmasters for 14 years and he's also recently champion in District 74. Thank you for joining us today as the evaluator.
Thank you for having me.
Sarah, are we good with photos?
Okay, done.
All right, can I invite all 3 evaluators to be spotlighted because I have something which I would like very much to ask on behalf of all the audience here.
Happy single?
Yes, every single evaluator. No, not whether they are single or not. That's for you to find out, not for me to ask on their behalf. Okay, now we have the privilege of having 3 district champions for evaluation here with us today. And I'd like to ask each of them, what is one tip that you would like to share with the audience on how to elevate our evaluations? Maybe I'd like to start with James.
Right, sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kathy. And thank you everybody for having me tonight. And my view is an evaluation is an act of leadership. And you always either raise somebody or lower somebody. And you need to be very careful on how you do it. And lastly, an evaluation is about the speaker. It's not about you as an evaluator. So it's not about you outperforming the speaker. It's giving the gift of feedback. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's very timely feedback, definitely. Constructive feedback is always one thing that we are trying to learn. Next, I'd like to invite Benjamin. I see that.
Thank
Are you a
you.
passenger or you're driving?
No. I was driving, but I just parked my car. Not a problem.
Great.
Thank you so much, Katie. I'll try to tell you that Joseph has actually given the core of what evaluation is. I would want to tell everybody who takes up evaluation two things. One, as an evaluator or as a speaker myself, I listen to a lot of people who speak. It could be podcasts, it could be speeches. I make sure that I am completely filled with people who speak. I observe them, I observe their patterns because that's how I learn. Secondly, if you actually put me in a car or in a room alone, after some time you will see me walking around speaking. You might feel that I'm mental or mad, but I am actually practicing. I keep practicing a lot of things. I address the same topic or the same phrase in a different way, in many different ways. So, through practice and through listening and through learning vocabularies, it will help you not only for evaluation, but for table topic or any other speech to be on dot. That's the first part of it. Second part, ignore or delete everything that you see from a normal evaluation. Like, hi, everybody, your hand gestures were good, your face gestures were good, your voice modulation. This is very, very common. This can probably get you until area. From area to division to district, you should make sure that your complete evaluation style changes. You first speak to the speaker and address the audience also together, and you make sure that all these cliched lines have been thrown off and you focus more into the depth of the speech that has been given. Put this both together, and I'll tell you, everybody is a champion over here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Benjamin. No, that's truly something that we keep reminding ourselves. Active listening and yeah, truly with the get touche. Yes, Syed. Any tips that
Yeah.
share with us?
Okay, so let me start first of all by the most important part. If you want to evaluate, you need to be as elegant as Toastmaster James. If you were this elegant, like Toastmaster James is addressing today, no matter what your feedback, it will be receptive from everyone. That's the first part. So we dress in our best fine clothes, and we have Toastmaster James here that show us a living example of doing it. But that's very impressive. The second thing is, what I would recommend is to always zoom out when you evaluate. You try to be balanced. So look at the delivery, at the organization of the speech, at the content. Look at everything and try to find great things that the speaker did on this aspect, the general aspects, and things that need to be improved. Then put it in a form of speech and present it to everyone in a positive language. That would help people to open to your feedback and also make the feedback memorable. If the feedback is memorable, that means you give an impactful feedback to the speaker and also the audience, because it's a process that everyone learns from, including the evaluator themselves. And this is the way that I kept on using and also having as an intention whenever I evaluate any speaker. I evaluate the speech and performance of a speaker. I don't evaluate the speaker themselves because I'm trying to be as objective as possible as I possibly can. So that's basically it. And always try to be humble and stay in the shadows and just champion the speaker themselves and really think from a place where I can really want to see that speaker shine. And that's what boosted me and made me win the evaluation segment for 3 consecutive times and 5 times finishing on the podium. So that's basically it.
Thank you. Yeah, our role as evaluator is to help the speaker grow and being able to shine the spotlight and help them grow even brighter is one of our main goals. And thank you very much to all our 3 champion evaluators for sharing your tips and gracing our event and giving us how champions really deliver the evaluation speech. Thank you very much for your presence today. And thank you once again to our members and guests for joining us in today's meeting. Now, a short announcement. For World Travelers this year, we would like to celebrate your achievement. We would like to celebrate your birthdays. Share with us your birthday month If you're not comfortable sharing with us the exact date so that we can help you celebrate, share with us your achievements so that we can help you celebrate. You may be submitting your education award in your other clubs, but let us know so that we can help you celebrate your achievement and milestone as well. And with that, I'll adjourn today's meeting. See you all in 2 weeks' time. Bye.
Oh, we don't have any invite people who wants to give feedback, President.
Well, our time is precious, so we adjourn meeting and then we'll open the floor unofficially for them to share the feedback. And with that, can I remove my spotlight? All right, now the meeting has officially adjourned. So I'd like to invite our guests and our frequent members, visitors. If you'd like to share comments or feedback of today's meeting, please raise your hand. If not, I will try to invite them. Hi, yes, Suzanne.
I'm just so honored to be here in the presence of such greatness. And my journey is to work as hard as I can and just to feel like I really am as good as what you present in this meeting. And I just want to say my application is